Hey ho, we're back on Smells Like 90's Rock. Hot Toddy, DJ Pork, just talking family stuff. You know, as time goes on and family stuff just gets harder and harder.
We're old.
We're old.
We're like talking like boomers.
We're talking because you know why?
We're on the cool hip college radio station.
We're getting older. The stuff that we're talking about really at the end of the day pushes you and me closer to the front of the line, if you know what I'm saying. If you know what I'm
closer to the front of the line.
You know what I'm talking about.
What do you mean?
In terms of age and what happens to us as we get older, that pushes us right to the front. We're next.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm Serenity now. What's taking you so long? Get it over with now, please. Put me out of my misery.
My mom the other day, she said, "Have you ever thought about getting married?" I was like, "I haven't really thought about it." She's like, "Well, you should sometime, so you can." And she kind of paused.
You should try it sometime.
Well, she paused, and then she goes, "Well, so you can have someone to bury you."
Wow.
We just both kind of laughed.
Not someone to love you or to grow old with or to have children with. Somebody can put you in the ground when it's that time, you know?
I mean, you gotta think about it a little.
I mean, frankly,
I was like, damn, Mom.
I mean, I don't want to get morbid, but that seems to be how the direction of this episode is going. So let me put it to you this way. I don't care who's around. If I die and no one's around, that's fine. As long as they find me and dispose of the body.
I will be cremated or buried?
Yes, cremated. And I do not want a funeral. I do not want a memorial service. I don't want any of that in lieu of flower stuff. I just want people...
Just sprinkle my ashes at the fancy Long Johns.
Basically. I know this may sound like, boy, after I say this, you're probably going to say, boy, Hot Toddy, you might want to speak to like a therapist or somebody. But my thought process is that I don't get a lot of attention nowadays. Like, people don't pay much attention to me. We have
Baby J.
I'm Baby J. My family. I mean, you got, you.
That's all you need at the end of the day.
Sheila, my friends. What I mean is that like nobody really pays attention to the stuff that I do. We have a nice following here on Smells Like 90's Rock. We do have a good following with the Toddcast and the videos. But like, I look at it as like, if I die, let's say I die before my parents do, and before and those people are still around, the people that I just named off, and they start pouring into my parents like, oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. Todd was such a great guy. Or why do you care now that I'm dead? It's like, I don't want that. So I'm like, that's why I don't want any kind of memorial service, no funeral. I want to go out as quietly as I came in. They only come to funerals or visitations or say, I'm so sorry to people because they feel they're obligated to. Not that they actually want to. It's because they feel obligated to. Now, that's excluding people like, obviously, you, Pork, my family, Baby J, my other friends. You guys would genuinely care if I had passed away. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about people that are outside of my little inner circle here. They don't ever say anything.
What were you saying about therapy earlier?
And again, I know that's what I'm saying. It sounds like, God, you sound like you need to talk to somebody.
Yeah, you sound bitter.
I don't. I'm not bitter. My overall point is that that's how I feel about funerals in general. It's like, well, people will go to funerals because they feel like they have to, because that person, or you feel like you need to make an appearance. Like a year ago, a friend of mine from school died. And I actually genuinely felt sad, and I wanted to go, so I went. But then, somebody's, grandfather died. A friend of mine from high school, I think, not their grandfather, maybe one of their mother or father passed away. And I didn't go to that funeral because I hadn't spoken to him in, 15 years. And I didn't want to just go up and say, I'm so sorry for your loss. Because it's like, we haven't spoken in 15 years. Would it mean anything if I was there? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it's really kind of like what you say at Christmas time. It's the thought that counts, but I don't know. It just, I find funerals to be just not necessary. So for me, when I die, I don't want anything. Just cremate me and do with me what you will.
Yeah. Okay.
Where's that?
Where's the crickets?
No, round of applause.
Where's the crickets?
Round of applause for me. And I haven't made a lot of friends. I have friends with you. I'm friends with my friend Miranda. I have a little group of people
That's
in
all
Knoxville,
you need.
and that's all I need. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. You guys would care, and if you guys wanted to come together and mourn, that's fine. But I don't want a funeral. I don't want a gathering. I don't want a visitation. I don't want a memorial service. I don't want any of that.
Oh, okay.
Just put my ashes in an urn.
Shoot it into space.
Shoot on Elon Musk's thing that he's sending to the moon, I guess, whatever. I don't know. It's,
I feel like
all we want is healthcare, man. And this is what we're doing with our money. It's fine. Whatever.
I feel like what we should really do, or what it would end up being, is in the Big Lebowski when they scatter Donnie's ashes and they spray back in the wind and hit Jeff Bridges in the face.
You know what? I actually want that to happen because that would be something that I would laugh at. That would be something that I would enjoy. So if my family and friends want to remember me in a fun way, throw my ashes into the wind and let me hit them in their faces. That would be that would be amazing. You know what? That is my only wish. When I write out my will, that is my only wish. Throw my
ashes in such a way
in the direction of the wind so that it hits you in the face and you go.
Good night, sweet prince.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
I'm sorry, dude. They have to quote the Big Lebowski.
The damn wind.
They have to quote the Big Lebowski. It's a 90's classic. It's Coen Brothers' amazing film. I think they should absolutely have to do that.
Never remake that movie.
No.
We live in a world of too many remakes.
That we do.
Don't remake that movie.
So that's my only wish. When I die, I want my ashes to be thrown, and so it hits everybody in the face. And they have to quote the Big Lebowski.
I feel like you're bitter.
I'm not really bitter. It's just my thought process. I just, I understand why people want to have funerals. I understand why they want to have memorial services for people, especially if somebody is really well loved. I'm not saying that that's like to do it for somebody that had a lot of attention on them. Obviously, if they were a great person, you want to honor those people. You want to honor that person and show them your love. But if it's me, why have a funeral for me? Why I wasn't special. If you guys want to mourn, if you and Baby J, like I said, and my friends and my family.
This is therapy.
This is therapy.